think most times we don't hoard stuff. We hoard old identities, old things we wanted to do, shoes, things that we wanted to have, emotions, and the person we wanted to be. I think most of us at the end of the day are just hoarders. I think sometimes we hoard old dreams, and that's the thing that holds us back. I mean, it may be the motivation that would actually get you forward, but at the same time, until you're able to pass a certain crux, it's not gonna keep you. I was watching this Tommy G video where he's like, he goes and interviews Rick Ross, and Rick Ross is showing him the garage, and he's showing him the games, the shoes, and telling him like this is some stuff that I couldn't have when I was younger. When I got money, I had to buy it. I think everybody does that, right? Doctors, you go through medical school, you go through the journey. You weren't really making money until you become an attending. Like when you become an attending, splurge out, get a lease on a car, get a nice apartment. That's not even anything bad or anything like that. And then you buy stuff that you don't need. Same thing with rappers, same thing with football players, same thing when you just touch a little bit more money when you didn't have it. I think a lot of us actually maybe are in this crux of one identity and another identity. I think that we go through different phases where we're trying to figure out who we are and who we're becoming. And as we're trying to do all these things, we start, thinking about the past life and what we're going to accomplish and what we need to do and all of that hoo ha and whatnot. Then we don't necessarily go about it. Like your old dreams, right? To be a pilot, to be a firefighter, to be this, to be that. Especially whenever you base your identity off one thing, but then the world just changes. Not necessarily the world just changes, but situations change. The things that you wanted to do are not going to be the things you want to do anymore. It's like a 50-year-old living for an 8-year-old's dreams. Personally, I would hope your dreams change. I would hope that who you're becoming allows you to dream of different things. I mean, it's okay. I remember in high school, my friend Jack was like, said nobody plays Navy, nobody plays SEALs, nobody plays Air Force, people play Army. He wanted to be in the Army since I was a kid. And I know that as his experiences go longer and longer, I don't think he's going to want to just be in the Army. He's going to want to do more. I think that's just the start, right? We have this thing that motivates us, the children dreams, the things that are like, whoa, this is the world I want to be in or whatever. But then as an adult, that dreamer comes up back again, back again, back again. And those dreams may be a little bit different. But then the issue is when we find ourselves struggling to let go of those dreams. And I don't think it's a bad thing to let go of certain dreams, certain identities. Because if you don't let go, those things will consume you and you will not be able to become what you're meant to become. I'm obviously in this journey of becoming too, right? We have ideas of things that we're interested in, and even those interesting things, it's intersected. I took a bunch of like career tests, took a bunch of personality tests, and like interest, and just let life tell me what I'm interested in. But then by doing, you learn even more what you're interested in, right? By doing new things, new journeys, you learn not to be a hoarder, but you learn to be a consumer and a creator of different arts, right? If you just stay in one realm, what's that quote? Something about 1,000 kicks one time versus that. It's like be afraid. Somebody who's mastered one thing 1,000 times, done one thing 1,000 times, or a jack of all trades. And the end of that quote says, let me pull it up. Let me pull this up. Jack of all trades. Whoa. It says, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but sometimes better than a master of one. It says the first implies negative, but the full celebrates the versatility and broad adaptability of strict specialization. When you focus on one dream, I don't think it's a bad thing, but then you're not able to see that connection. You have to be, when you let go of your old dreams, you're able to actually see the connection of the whole picture, right? You're painting on one side and you paint on another side, you paint on another side. It's a puzzle piece. You just keep putting these puzzle pieces together. And as you let go of the old dreams, old identities, old feelings, you're able to become whole. I think it's okay to not have it all figured out. Life is a journey of healing and forgetting, necessarily forgetting, but forgetting the pain that held you back and using it as motivation to go forward, right? I think if we just let the past hold us, we will succumb to like these pains of the soul. I think the pains of the soul are really when you start thinking just truly negative about yourself. When you have bad experiences and you're like, oh, I can't do it anymore, and you start attacking the identity of yourself. And of course, we're hoarders of the past. It's so much easier to remember the old things, and though even the old things, for a lot of us, it's a lot easier to remember the bad times than it is to remember the good times. So we look back at those bad times and try to figure out what was not right, what was not good. But I think as we go forward, we're supposed to use those bad times and learn from them, but not just trying to fix those bad ones in the past. It's like a 40-year-old trying to be mad at their mom for stuff that their mom did when they were 8 years old. I mean, I think you can be, but I think the mature thing is to realize a person's a person too. And that's just a part of growing. We're all going to mess up, we're all going to make mistakes. And when we finally let go of the things we're hoarding, we give away freely and we're able to express ourselves, the past doesn't hold us back anymore. It's easy to be a hoarder of the things that you wanted. It's easier to be a hoarder of old identities. But I think there's more freedom, truly, in not just acquiring stuff. I can give you an example when it comes to clothes. You know, you get into fashion or thrifting or whatever it is at that stage, you collect a bunch of stuff. Then I think there's a like the 80-20 rule, right? In the 80-20 rule, in this principle, I only wear probably like 20% of my clothes. I think most of us don't. Most of us do because we hoard so much and we don't want to let go. And it starts by letting go slowly, slowly, slowly. And you're able to actually bring in and give more and more.